Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television, and we do a few reality shows on the side for now. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is The Young and the Restless. But before we get into The Young and the Restless today, this is episode 600. Woo! God damn, I've been doing this for a long time. I've had no life for like 2 years. So I'm excited. That's super cool. 600 episodes. Interesting. All right. I've covered many series. Drag Race, Dancing for Relevancy, Real Housewives of OC, New York, Atlanta, Potomac. Crazy, right? Crazy. I'm really hot today. I'm hot every day. No, I'm really hot today because it was like 112 here in Las Vegas. And I actually spent the whole day at a property training people, so I was okay with that. But it was so hot that when I got home, I turned my air off in my apartment. And when I got home, it was 86 degrees in my apartment because, it was sheltered from the sun a little bit. But that was still like remarkably colder than outside. So like it was like refreshing, and there wasn't even any air on. So I was like, oh, it must be really hot today. Yikes. Okay, so Young and the Restless. Let's talk Young and the Restless. So Young and the Restless this week. Okay, so last week Jack. Billy was the new CEO. So Billy decided he wants to do all these changes. So he implemented all these changes, and Jack just can't take it anymore. So at the end of last week, Jack decided, I'm going to quit. But Kyle, who he assumed would quit with him, he's like, I'm not. Okay, Miss Jennifer Holliday, you go ahead and leave. You go ahead and go, but I'm going to stay. So that actually was not a good reference. It's, you go ahead and stay, Jennifer Holliday. I'm leaving, right? Okay, God damn it. Well, that's what Jack said to Kyle. Whatever. Let's talk about Michael Mealor. I think it's Mealor. He plays Kyle on, I've got a hair on my phone there. It's driving me crazy. There we go. So we've got Michael Mealor, who plays Kyle Abbott, right? First of all, I think he's doing a fine job, right? He's got a great body. At the end of this week, we saw him get butt naked for television. Now, he didn't get... Oh, my God. Let's talk about that. Okay, so last night, Man Crush Monday, I did a Man Crush Monday post about Dan Osborne. And it was pulled from both Facebook and Instagram for being too sexual, which is hilarious if you think about it, because I never post images that are too sexual. So, yes, it was a naked picture of him, but no, you couldn't see hardly anything, but you did see a slight hint of pubes at the top. But I mean, that was the cover of a magazine. Like that came from like Attitude magazine. Like if I had left the magazine on there, I probably would have been fine, but I don't know. It just seemed kind of silly to me, but whatever. Because that never happens to me. I never get pictures yanked because they're too sexual. But you live and learn. Okay, no pubes. Got it. All right. Twitter didn't take it down. It's still on Twitter. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to see Dan Osborne's beautiful body. He is so beautiful. Oh, God, I can't take it. Ugh. All right. So he's from Essex, which my lovely friends are from Essex. Shout out to Chantal, Katie, and Reese. But normally I like Manchester boys, but he's a lad from Essex, and he's hot. So let's be real, hot is hot. I don't give a shit where they're from, right? Okay. Anyways, back to Young and the Restless. Michael Mealor. So he's got a great body. The only thing about him though is that he does look just a tad on the young side to be playing Kyle Abbott. Like, in a perfect world, him and Abby should be around the same age. But Abby is clearly older than Kyle. And it just sort of seems like when he came back, he's been working in New York for all these years. It doesn't... he looks really young to have all that experience behind him. So, I mean, and that's fine. I mean, I don't know how old he's in real life. I'll die if he's like in his 40s in real life, but he looks fantastic, you know. It could be, you know, I don't know. But yeah, either way, he's a little bit, to me, he looks a little young to play Kyle. Okay, so let's leave Kyle Abbott where it is, and then we'll go on to Victor Newman. Victor, well, last week, you know, he offered Nicholas a job with Newman Enterprises, and Nicholas said he was going to take it. So then he tells Nicholas that he wants to offer him the COO position. And he's like, doesn't Victoria want that job? And he's like, Victoria's decided to go in a different direction. So Nick thinks that, oh, then this has been cleared with Victoria. So, okay, great, whatever. And then he starts studying up on this job. Sharon finds out, and she throws a little hissy fit. She's like, oh my God, you cannot be getting sucked into that. But then Nick meets with Victoria and tells her, and she's like, what? I never said I wasn't interested in that. So right away, Nick's like, I mean, that was all she had to say, was that I never said I was not interested in that. And then he just full on went gonzo against Victor. You act like, you know, you're going to pit your children against each other all the time. It's the absolute worst kind of parenting ever. Just ripped him to shreds. And Victor's like, you know what? If you don't want to be a part of my company, that's fine. We've gotten along without you just fine. Sorry, he's like, but you're not going to keep Christian out of this company. Okay, it's a little bit funny. This feeling inside. No, I'm just kidding. It's a little bit funny how Victor is talking about Christian, who can't even talk yet. Like, he's a baby. He cannot even speak yet. And he's talking about him taking over Newman Enterprises, which is, to me, is hilarious. That's okay. Let's be real. This is a soap opera. He'll probably be dead before he is old enough to do that, right? Unless they age him next year and he'll be 24 and he'll be older than Kyle Abbott. No, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Okay, so then Victor lets Nick know that Christian is not his. And Nick tells Victor, I know that. So he asks when Nick knew, and Nick said, you know, when Chelsea left town, she let me know. And she took off with Connor. I'm still not, I need to go back and look at my old episodes, because I don't remember exactly what the circumstances were for Chelsea leaving town. I think it was kind of weird. I'm not super sure. Yeah, I thought that whole abrupt departure was kind of strange. I loved Nick and Chelsea together, though. I really did. You know, don't get me wrong, I love Nick and Sharon, too. I mean, I always love Nick and Sharon. But, you know, I enjoy Nick and Chelsea quite a bit. What's interesting, though, is that when Nick and Sharon told Faith that they were back together, Faith was like, she was pissed. She was like, I know how this story is going to end. It's not going to end well for anyone involved. I'm like, ooh, God. Now, that is where you as parents need to sort of take responsibility for your child having such a bleak outlook on love and being such a cynic at such a young age. She's only like 9, and she's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, I know how this is going to end. Not good. Mariah, you know, what's interesting is that, so let's go back. So Nick, after he turned down that job from Victor Newman, through his New Hope Foundation, he was able to actually get a job opportunity in San Diego. And so he offers Sharon, he says to Sharon, let's go and take Faith and Christian. Now, Sharon knows about, you know, that this is really, she knows what's going on with Christian. She knows who Christian is. She was there when Nick found out. Like, she knows all of it, right? So she knows that is what's primarily motivating him because she knows that Victor knows as well. So she tells Mariah, and she invites Mariah to come stay with her in San Diego. And Mariah meets up with Nikki, which normally I'd be like, that's kind of weird, but it's actually not. Like, I'm enjoying seeing Mariah interact more with the Newman family, you know? So we see Mariah, and she talks to Nikki, and she's like, there's something going on. I don't know what's up with my mom, but she is moving to San Diego to be with Nick. I don't know what's going on. So Nikki, of course, goes over and raises holy hell. So we'll see how that turns out. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Thank you for logging on for 600 episodes. I appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, and Facebook too, at Angel Benton. But here's the thing. You make sure you like stuff right away, because if you don't, it's gonna get taken down. I hope I don't get banned from any of those places. God, that would be total rock and roll, though, if I got banned. That would be crazy. Anyways, you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. And while you're there, and give this video a thumbs up. And while you're there, you can also look around for my Storytime with Angel Benton series. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.